Alright, hello and welcome back to this Let's Play of my Tauren Shaman here. I'm still standing in the same place we left off, so let's continue and move on out of Camp Mazzranache. I finished up my Earth Totem quest as we ended last time, so I've got that. And we are now headed to Bloodhoof Village. So let's go see Bane Bloodhoof. It's actually the son of Cairn Bloodhoof, who is the chieftain, I guess, of all Tauren. I guess I'm not really sure how that works with all the tribes and everything, but if you played Warcraft 3, you certainly know who Cairn is. And Bane, I think, was new for World of Warcraft when it came out. I'm not entirely sure. So we gotta take this very long path all the way around this way. We've got another quest here.
Well met.
Please, I beg of you, can you help me? I've not finished my tasks here on the Mesa. I'm in the middle of my rite of strength, and my father asked me to deliver these furs to the inn in Bloodhoof. I'm far from rested enough to complete both my rite and this task for my father. Would you mind going on for me? The inn is pleasant and a perfect place to rest during your long travels. I'm sure you'll agree once you see it.
Go.
Sure. So I think this quest basically is to introduce you to an inn as a new player. You don't know what that is. So I suppose you'd learn how to set your Hearthstone or whatever. I don't recall if the other zones have a quest to send you to an inn, though. I'm trying to remember. I think maybe the Undead one does. I would imagine they all do. I guess I'm just struggling to remember them all. Level 6, yeah, okay, so we are the right level to leave. I would imagine back in the day a lot of players that, you know, didn't understand questing and levels and all that tried to run out here as a level 1 and probably got wrecked by these wolves. There's a lot of nice ambient sounds in this zone too, just like all the birds chirping and everything. Oh, that's actually a good point. I can bring up how I've got my sound set up. So, I personally think that the sounds, like the actual sound effects of combat and stuff, are way too loud compared to the ambience. Normally these are all lined up. You can see I've got the ambience turned way up. Because otherwise you can basically not hear it over the music and over the sounds and everything. So, since I like to listen to that, and I don't have the music looping all the time, this is turned off. It kind of gives you a chance to hear the ambient noises and everything. So, I really like doing that, so I'd recommend doing the same thing if you do too. And we're getting to Bloodhoof Village. That's this place right over here. Got a nice pond. There's usually people fishing here. I'm not really sure why. I don't think there's anything that you'd particularly want here. I guess they're just leveling their fishing from level 1. I probably won't do fishing. Oh. Well, you got me. Alright, let's take him out. I probably won't level fishing and cooking and... well, I will do first aid, that's for sure. Oh, look at that, my cast bar add-on's working. I installed that in between this episode and the last one, so that's good to see. Yeah, I will certainly be doing first aid, and I will also be doing both herbalism and skinning. Just 2 gathering professions. I don't plan on doing any production professions with this character. What's kind of nice, once I get Ghost Wolf at level 20, I believe, you can actually harvest herbs and also skin in Ghost Wolf form. So It's kind of handy to be a shaman. And then druids can also do it in their forms too, so both of those classes are pretty good for gathering professions. Plus Torn get, what is it, plus 15 herbalism naturally? There we go. Yeah, so very good for a Torn shaman or Torn druid. Okay, so thank you for taking the time to speak to me. I am Rule, warrior and teacher. You've obviously reached an age when you must prepare for your trials if you are to adventure much further out of Mulgore. If you wish a test of your strength, start by seeking out the Wind Fury Harpies to the southeast. They nestle along the mountain's edges away from the road. They are one of our natural enemies here in Mulgore and will be a good gauge of your skill. Alright, so we're going to kill some Harpies. And here's Bane, the chief's son. Spoilers, he becomes the chieftain after Cairn dies in, I think that was Cataclysm, right? Didn't Garrosh kill him accidentally? I think that's what happened. That was a big bummer. I think a lot of people were actually pretty upset about that, because Cairn was an awesome character. What brings you to my village, shaman? Word from my good friend, Chief Hawkwind. Ah, I can see by his carvings, you are of a special breed. Bunch of quests here. There are many conflicts that wound this land. It is my hope that you will not bear witness to as many of them as I have. Yet there is one that I would ask you to seek out. It will give you some sense of how terrible, if left unchecked, even a small threat can be to the land. Pale Mane Gnolls have settled to the south of Bloodhoof and in a cave to the west. They disrespect our attempts to communicate with them, and they slay the wildlife of Mulgore unbridled. Words are no longer the answer.
We shall meet again.
Rite of Vision? The Rite of Vision, one of the rites of the Earth Mother, will help guide you toward earning the respect of the Elders of Thunderbluff. Our people have learned that the land is our most holy provider. In order to take part in the ritualistic vision, you must speak with the spiritual leader of the village, Zarlman Two Moons.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
And dwarven digging. There are dwarves preparing a dig site to the northwest. They think secrets lie in the earth, and that is true, but hollowing and defiling the land is no way to earn its teachings. Collect the dwarven tools of digging, smash them, and return to me with the dwarves' broken tools. You can smash the tools at a forge. You will find one in Thunderbluff, but any forge, even a forge at the dwarven camp, will suffice.
Wind be at your back.
So, we've got a bunch of enemies nearby that I gotta kill, basically, is what everybody's telling me. Here's my innkeeper quest to turn in.
Ah, I've been expecting.
Yes, young one? What can Koth do for you? The journey here from the Mesa can be a tremendous burden for some, but a welcome sight for others. Which is it for you, I wonder? Ah, the furs I was expecting, thank you. These came faster than I had expected. They will make good blankets for anyone who wishes to stay here. Please feel free to stay as long as you like. My inn is always open, and all of our people are welcome here. And don't underestimate a good night's rest. It can make a great difference while you're out traveling. Oh, I gotta choose one. We already got plenty of bread. Let's take some water.
Go with me.
And let me make this my home, because we will not be returning to the previous camp. First aid. Might as well take that while we're here. Apprentice first aid. Whole silver. Oh, jeez. It's almost all my money right now. Let's throw these over here. Are there other quests here? I think there's a quest from the fishing trainer down here, but only if you plan on taking fishing. That guy there. Or maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't remember. But either way, not relevant to us. I think I can learn either herbalism or skinning here. One of the two. I don't remember which one. Let's see, a bunch of merchants. Skinner. Okay, so skinning guy.
Hail.
Apprentice skinning. Yes, sir. And then we need a skinning knife. Do you sell a skinning knife?
Special.
Nope. Do you sell a skinning knife?
Greetings,
Yes, you do.
traveler. Be careful.
So that's gonna stay back here with all of our other stuff. And now we can skin. You know, for the Tauren having a bonus to herbalism, you'd think there'd be an herbalism trainer here, but I'm pretty certain there's not. Oh, there's a quest. There's another quest, yeah. Oh, I think this is the one for the wells. Mole Thunderhorn.
Yes, friend.
Goblins and their servants have tainted our sacred water wells. We cannot allow this. To cleanse each well, I must create a cleansing totem. Then you must bring the totem to the well and perform a cleansing ritual. First, we will create a cleansing totem for the Winterhoof water well. To do this, the land must offer its aid. Hunt prairie wolves for their paws and adult plain striders for their talons. They are to the southwest. Return to me with the paws and talons.
May the eternal sun shine.
So this tent has the druid and shaman trainer, so I'll be visiting that guy a number of times. Swoop hunting. The swoop is a cunning bird and difficult to find and hunt. A collection of swoop quills is a badger of cleverness and determination for a hunter. If you're willing to take up this task, then enter the plains and hunt the swoop. Bring me their quills and bring honor to your clan. The swoops may be found anywhere in Mulgore, but your eyes must be sharp to spot them, and your hooves must be quick to catch them.
Ancestors watchful.
So they are pretty sporadically found. So we'll not specifically be hunting them, but as we come across them, we'll definitely make sure to kill them. And I'm pretty sure the drop rate on that is actually 100%, so that's kind of nice. So I guess I didn't mention before, one of the really nice things about this add-on is that it actually shows the level of the quest, which the normal interface does not. It does show the colors, but it doesn't show the level. So this is oh, I gotta talk to that guy. Pretty helpful, I think. Let's see, we're not gonna do the Pale Mains quite yet. Let's go speak with Zarlman. Right over here. Oh, and another quest. Alright.
What brings you here?
I sense you would be coming to me, Shaman. I can always recognize one who is trying to pass the rites of the Earth Mother. In order to pass through the rites of vision, you must gather the reagents needed to make the water of the seers. I will need well stones, which can be found around the water wells in Mulgore. With those I will combine ambercorn, which fall beneath the mighty trees in our land. These reagents contain magical elements, and when brewed and consumed before the tribal fire, will cause you to encounter a vision. Hey, more drugs. Follow it, and it will lead you to the next step of this holy quest.
Be careful. What brings you here?
Here's another name that I don't think anybody knows how to pronounce. Mazzranache, I guess. My grandfather told me stories about his battles with a strider named Mazzranache. He told me of its demonic red eyes, razor-sharp talons, and venomous bite. As fortune would have it, while traveling across the plains, I encountered it, and it took a nasty bite from my shoulder. He was as terrible as my grandfather described. I will need some hard-to-find animal parts to clean the infection from his bite. A wolf heart, cougar femur, plain strider scale, and swoop gizzard. Hurry, time is of the essence.
Watch over you.
So yeah, we'll get those, and I guess we'll start working on that one too. So Mazzranache is actually a rare spawn that you can actually find in Mulgore. I think it's a pretty long respawn time, so we're probably not going to run into one. Most people probably won't run into it, but it actually looks like a flamingo. It's like bright pink. So hunters sometimes want to tame it, even though plain striders are a very unpopular pet. It's a pretty rare one to see around. I also wanted to point out these little, erected things here. These are actually funeral pyres. I mean, if you look at the thing on top here, you can tell this is a dead Tauren wrapped up. For a long time, especially when I was new playing this game, I never noticed that. I guess I never really looked closely at them, but once I finally saw that, I was like, ew. I guess it makes sense with their, very tribal nature. I think a lot of cultures used to burn their dead like that, so makes sense, but it's weird to us. I'm not used to that. Okay, so let's go start working on Prairie Wolf Paws and the Plain Strider Talons. It's basically all of the mobs that I was passing by on our way out here. You can probably tell from my voice that I'm still not healthy. It's only been one day since I recorded the last one, so I'm still the same. Hopefully that'll get better over time. Once again, I'll try to not be clearing my throat and, you know, doing annoying things while I'm recording. It's more the same old combat. Also got Earth Shock I can be using too. Oh, and my totem, of course. Can't forget my totems. Oh, there's an Ambercorn too. And since I logged out where I was not logged out in an inn, so I did not get any rested experience. I will be definitely making sure to log out in inns from here on out, but just that one time, since I didn't feel like running all the way here last episode. And I can't pick herbs yet because I don't know it. I'm actually kind of tempted to run to Thunderbluff, even though I'm not necessarily ready to go there yet, just so I can go start farming herbs. Actually, now that I think about it some more, I probably will go do that, because I want to get started raising up my skill. So this totem lasts, how long? 2 minutes. That's a pretty long one. So one thing you can do is, if you get within range of, you know, several mobs that you're about to kill, kind of drop it right in the middle. So you only have to drop the totem once, and you can keep using it. Keep fighting by it. So there's the pale mains that we'll be killing relatively soon. Another ugly race. They're like kind of like the pig people we fought earlier. These are like hyena people, even though there are also hyenas in the game. So that's another one's kind of weird in that way. I don't think they have pets though. Just another one of those ugly races that they needed to fill out the world, I guess. Gnolls, Quillbore, Trogs. Probably a couple others. Can't think of right now. Oh, there's a swoop. Let's get him while we're here. Drop totem down. Oh, that wolf might... Actually, let's test this out here. Let's see if the wolf wants to kill my totem. Yes, he does. Threatening growl reduces strength and agility. Not too bad. Big Kodo walking by. Level 12. Don't accidentally hit that with any sort of AoE or something attack. Gonna have a bad time. So there are swoops throughout the whole zone, like the guy said, but there are a number of different ones of different levels, so we're going to stay down here where the low levels are. Couple more Kodos. Oh, Earth Shock didn't interrupt his growl. That's a bummer, or maybe I timed it wrong. It was actually a complete accident. I wasn't even trying to do that. Balls are dropping pretty nicely. That's good. And I got the wolf heart already. Got our 2 amercorns. Nope. There's one. Yeah, some mobs run away like that, which can be annoying. It's not too bad in these early levels because they run pretty slow. But as we continue on, some mobs, especially most humanoids, a lot of them can run pretty fast. So you either got to be really ready for them to run, or have some sort of skill that can slow them down. Which I guess to us can kind of be our Earthbind totem. But it's only... Oh, I haven't been skinning. What an idiot. Oh man, now I feel like I need to go back and get them all. My apologies for that. Was not thinking about it. So we'll mostly be getting these leather scraps at these low levels, but occasionally we'll get a light leather. In fact, we did on our very first one, surprisingly. You can see down in the bottom right corner down there, when I hover over this guy, it says skinnable and it's in orange. As long as it's not red, that means I can skin it. It's not too high of a level. But when they're orange, you can actually potentially fail to skin it, which I just did there and you've seen a few times. Not a big deal. I mean, it only takes a second to skin, so it's just one of those things. I think what's really funny is when you fail to pick an herb, which I'm sure will happen once I get started with that. It's just kind of funny to me thinking that, you know, you're just trying to pick a flower and somehow you manage to fail to pick the flower up. There's actually a very old webcomic of actually a female tauren, surprisingly enough. They kind of makes a joke about that, about failing to pick an herb. I think, oh, this is the one that leads to the water well. That's right. I was thinking I was going to head over to the water well over there, but I have to finish this other quest first. A couple more Plain Strider Talons. Hopefully we'll get that Plain Strider scale soon too. That one definitely has a lower drop rate, but we only need one. I don't recall if we have any more quests to kill more Plain Striders as we keep going. I don't remember. I don't think so. So I guess we'll keep going for it now while we're killing them now. Even if I've got all the talons already. Let's drop our totem in the middle of these two right here. Pull them to us. sure to keep our weapon buffed all the time too. There you are. Oh, almost forgot to skin again. It's probably going to happen a lot. That's okay. As long as I'm getting my skill ups for now, that's really all that matters. The leather at these low levels is not really worth anything. Definitely not selling the auction house. I mean, I guess you can vendor it for a little bit. In fact, yeah, I think I'll be vendoring. Well, I'm not sure. I actually have another character on this server that is a leather worker, so I might actually just send my stuff right onto them. I'm not sure. I guess maybe that'll be the trade-off for me if I need to send bags to this character or something like that. It's because I'm trading my my herbs and my skinning or my leather that I'll be harvesting. So I guess maybe I can consider that a fair trade to justify getting those bags. We'll see. We'll see how full my bags get over time. Peace Bloom. It's one of the two, I guess, early level herbs. Peace Bloom and Silverleaf we'll see a lot of in this zone. Can't skin birds, huh? We can skin Plainstriders, but we can't skin the buzzards. Poor guys can't fly. I guess that's why we can skin you. It's your punishment. There it is. Wait. What? I've been skinning the Plainstriders this whole time, haven't I? What is that about? Well, I'm not sure what happened right there. That's odd. But anyways, we got what we needed. Let's go turn in at least the poison water. And then I think we'll be able to head down to this water well over here. And then we will pick up our well stones while we're there too. I think the next step of this quest is the one that I'm going to follow a ghost wolf. And it'll actually go quite a ways north, actually not too far from Thunderbluff. So if that's true, I think I'll probably do that one next, and then I'll go grab herbalism while I'm there. Because I would definitely like to get started doing that while I'm in this zone. I don't want to wait until I'm naturally going to go to Thunderbluff, because I'll be like level 10 by then, practically ready to leave. Do you have the paws and talons? You've done well. I will take these and bind their power into a totem of cleansing. I've crafted the totem to cleanse the Winter Hoof water well. Now you must take it to the well and perform a cleansing ritual. You'll find it to the southeast, guarded by foul goblins. This will not be an easy task, but you must do it if we are ever to use its waters again. Fortune to you. Alright, so I picked up a bunch of stuff here, so let's vendor stuff. We'll be vendoring after, man, pretty much every time we go out. Oh, these small eggs here, so you can see they auction for quite a bit more than they vendored for, and they actually used to auction for a lot more than that. They're actually an item that people need for a Christmas time quest to make gingerbread cookies, so during the Christmas time. They were selling for quite a lot because, you know, level 60s aren't going to come back here to a level 5 zone and go farm eggs. They just want to buy them. So those of us that remembered that was the case in Classic or in Vanilla, as we were leveling our, you know, Torn characters or other zones where you can drop those, we were hanging on to them to keep them for Christmas time because we knew they sold for a lot. But the Christmas event is over now, so they're now worth nothing again. Okay, so we've got to make our way to the well, get close to it, got to get pretty close to it, and use our little totem that guy gave us. Actually, let me go ahead and drop a totem down over here because I'm going to be killing a few of these guys on our way in. Pretty sure these guys run too, so... Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll drop my Stoneclaw totem. Or Earthbind. Oh, I keep saying the wrong one. Ooh, starting to get linen cloth too. We need that for first aid. So I gotta remember to hang on to that stuff. How long does this thing last for? 45 seconds? I think we'll be alright. I'll just... Sorry. Pardon me. I'll just make sure to pull them back far enough. They still run pretty slow. For now, anyway. Not just goblins, by the way. That guy was wrong. We got humans here, too. We got a... Gnoll, right? Those are gnolls? Yeah. Oh, kobolds. That's another one I just thought of. Another one of those little nuisance races. I guess we're not going to see them for quite a while. They're in dwarven zones for sure. I don't recall them being in any horde zones early on, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I was just checking that we have all leather on, so I don't need any of this cloth. And I think we've made enough of opening here. Let me pick up a couple of these well stones. Just need 2. And let's use our cleansing totem. Look at that nice blue glow. Oh, there's a swoop. Gotta remember to snag those as we move along. And I'm about to hit level 7, I think. Oh, and the gizzard and a tiger's eye. That was pretty nice. Yeah. Oop. Look out for that wolf. Wow, tiger's eye? No way, it does not sell for that much. I don't think that's right. News of your deed reached me moments ago. Already the beasts near the well drink from it eagerly. You've done a great thing for the land, and you've done a great thing for the Tauren people. To create the Thunderhorn cleansing totem, you must gather the claws of the predators of the Mulgore plains. Hunt prairie stalkers for their stalker claws, and flatland cougars for their cougar claws, then return to me. You'll find the prairie stalkers and flatland cougars to the east and west.
Walk with the
So those are just the slightly higher level ones. The ones we were killing just now were like level 5 and 6. These guys are probably like 7 and 8. But basically the exact same thing.
well met.
Once you've gathered enough well stones from around the water wells and amber corn from beneath the trees, I'll prepare the water of the seers for you. I see you've learned to gather from our sacred land. It will take but a moment for me to brew the water of the seers. I now present you with the water of the seers. Yeah, it only took a moment. When you're ready, it told me it's ready for consumption. When you're ready, consume the waters near the tribal fire. Once you've ingested the holy waters, it will take a few moments before the vision materializes before the fire. At that point, it is up to you to follow it to your destiny.
Eternal sun, shine.
And we don't have anything else to turn in, right? Yeah, I just gotta consume. Oops. Consume it by the fire. Inducing vision. Oh, there it goes. There's my vision. It's a bit of a different wolf than what I'll be, even though I'm called a ghost wolf in level 20. That one looks a little bit cooler. It's like blue tinted. Whereas a shaman ghost wolf is just kind of, it's a normal looking wolf, it's just transparent. You know, it's that normal gray color, I guess. Let's see, where's my walk button? There it is. Of course, it's in between my run speed and walk speed, so no matter what I do, I have to adjust what I'm doing. I don't think this is technically an escort quest. I think I could just run ahead and go to the person since I know where it goes. When you're doing an actual escort quest, you have to stay within some range of the escorted mob. I don't know, it's probably like 50 yards or something like that. If you, ooh, let me kill this swoop while I'm escorting. We'll see how this goes. Level 8. Yeah, I can take it. Resist. Resist again. And I'm stunned. Did we hit him? I might not be able to kill him before we, Alright. Got him. I'm coming, wolf. Like I was saying, during a normal escort quest, you have to stay within range of the escorted mob, or else you fail. So it can actually be kind of difficult sometimes if you stop to fight something, and sometimes the mob will stop and fight with you, but sometimes it won't, which is very annoying. You really need to watch out for that, because even though he's continuing on and you're fighting something, you need to make sure you don't leave his range or you'll fail. So doing kind of what I just did there with that swoop, I was kind of trying to just pull it backwards to hopefully stay within better range. But I don't think this is actually a true escort quest, so it probably wouldn't have mattered. I've never actually tried on this one. I gotta remember that swoop is down there. I'm gonna come back and get him. We're actually heading to this cave up here, hidden away behind the trees. Level 8 Plain Strider. Yeah, as you can see, we're getting into slightly higher level stuff, but we're also slightly higher level. Levels go really fast in the early game. I mean, I hit level 6 in one video. That will not continue. I'll probably get, I'm sure, at least one more in this video here. I don't know how long exactly it's going to be, but the levels will certainly slow down, so definitely do not get used to that pace of leveling. The Plains Vision lets forth a mighty howl. Oh, yeah, I guess I wasn't reading what was going on down here. That's okay. Seer Wise Runner, up here in this cave for some reason. Be not afraid. You have successfully passed the rite of vision. Leather feet or a back. So the leather feet are much more of a difference than the cloak is. So we will take the feet. And he gave me Mark of the Wild. Alright. He's a druid, supposedly. Let's throw those on before I forget. To gain acceptance amongst the elders of Thunderbluff, you must next complete the Rite of Wisdom. Now that you've passed the Rite of Vision, the ancestral spirits of Red Rocks will give you the blessing of our ancestors. Only those who have drunk from the water of seers can gain the blessing. Travel east of Thunderbluff to Red Rocks and seek out the ancestral spirit.
We shall meet again.
Alright. That one's a level 10 quest, so we will not be doing that one for a little while. I am going to, well, first I'm going to go grab that swoop just because I noticed it was there, but after that we'll be heading to Thunderbluff, which is actually right here. This is the Tauren capital city, up on those bluffs up there, hence the name. Let's see, that's probably him, right? I think so. I don't know if I've just never really looked closely, but man, this portrait of these swoops is terrifying looking. Look at that thing. Yeah, I'm almost positive it's 100% drop rate on these. So we've only got 3 more to go. Full bags once again. Ah, can't skin it. Whoever killed this didn't loot it, or else I'd be able to skin it, but too bad. So that's a tip for everybody. To be kind to your fellow skinners. Loot the mobs you kill. Oh yeah, look at all these things. Oh my god. And I can't skin a single one. That's a bummer. I'm willing to bet that that was a bot that killed all those things. Probably still out here. I mean, these are fresh kills. Oh, let's make the elevator. Get up there. And as you can see, it's all of a sudden raining. I crossed into the Thunderbluff zone, even though I'm not actually up in the city yet. It's actually kind of funny when that happens, when you just cross a basically invisible threshold, you can't even tell the difference, but then it's pouring rain in one and not in the other. It's always kind of funny to me.
Well met.
So anyway, first thing, let's go ahead and vendor this stuff. Definitely will not be buying a guild tabard for a gold.
He's free.
My brother soon stands before Chief Bloodhoof, and it is my honor to make his headdress for him. I want to ask a favor of you while I finish tanning these leather straps. There's not time for me to find enough feathers, and I was wondering, would you gather more for me? You can find feathers of the correct size from the harpies residing far to the north and northwest of Thunderbluff. I need only 6 azure and 6 bronze feathers to complete the design.
Walk
So that is an even higher level quest, so we will certainly not be doing that one anytime soon. So anyway, this is, oh yeah, I guess I didn't really mention, this is the first entry, typically, for new players to Thunderbluff. It's organized in rises, if I look at the map here. So there's like a main central one and 3 kind of satellite ones. And on this main central one, there's actually 3 levels. So there's this low level I'm on here, and a middle one, and an upper one. And you actually get up through this central spire here. There's actually a spiral ramp that goes all the way up. You can get to the 3 levels, and also the Flight Master is up there at the top. But most of the stuff that you'll care about is typically down here on this lower level. Right over here we have the bank and the mailbox, and the auction house is actually just these characters right over here. So there's usually not too many players in Thunderbluff. I mean, it's, first of all, it's early in the morning right now, so there's not that many people playing in general. And Thunderbluff is not that busy of a city. There's not a whole lot of reasons to be here, so there's usually not that many players, but there's some running around. Oh, and look at that. So, Mazzranache, remember the pink plane strider I mentioned? That's him. Shrimpy. Wait, is he this guy? Oh. Level 60. Team to level 9. Good luck leveling that up. Well, I don't need the bank. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm here to find my herbalism trainer, aren't I? So, if you ever don't know who or where to find somebody, you can talk to a guard in any major city, and they can tell you where stuff is. So, if you can't find the bank or the mailbox or whatever, the inn, all sorts of stuff, and that includes profession trainers. So I'm going to look for the herbalism profession trainer, and he tells me Coleman is at holistic herbalism on the middle rise, and they also put a little marker on your mini map and on your actual map as well. So if you're ever lost, that's how you find somebody. Yeah, I guess there's really nothing else for us to do here yet. I think I just wanted to do this. So we'll come up here to the middle rise. Find where our little map marker is. Herbalism supplier. Herbalism trainer. Here we are.
what brings you here?
Yeah, got some flowers and stuff in here. Alright, apprentice herbalism. Yes, I would like that.
Ancestors watch over.
And since I'm a Tauren, I've already got 15 skill, so that's kind of nice. Oh, oops, wrong one, sorry. Yeah, so I'm at 16 out of 90, even though I haven't done anything yet. It would be 75, but the 15 bonus applies to the maximum as well, so I'm at 16 of 90. Oh, I should get War Stomp down here. Completely forgot. The Tauren racial is War Stomp, which stuns several enemies for 2 seconds. 2-minute cooldown, which is pretty handy, actually. If you ever get into a tight spot, that'll help a lot. Especially with me being a healing class, what's really nice is using a War Stomp and then using a heal immediately afterwards. Because if you're getting hit while you're trying to heal, or cast anything for that matter, there is what's called spell pushback. And, you know, you just keep getting hit and you're basically struggling to get the heal off. But if you stun them, they can't be hitting you, so you can get your heal off. So that's actually a really nice little combo to use for healing classes. Let's go down this way. Man, so many dead things. I'm kind of just scanning for swoops while I've got the high ground up here. But I'm sure they're dead if they're down there, because someone's going on a killing spree. Why are these bodies still here? This is strange. There must be something wrong with the despawns, because first of all, these guys would have despawned by now, and they would not have respawned this fast for there to be this many dead ones in one spot. So something went wrong here. I'm not sure what happened. Yep, and we're out of Thunderbluff, so there goes the rain again. Oh, yep, no clouds. Nice sunny day. I do like the weather effects, though. Especially with having the ambience turned up like I was talking about earlier. You can hear the rain a lot better. The only thing about having the settings the way that I do, with having the ambience so high, we won't run into it for a while. Probably, well, into the Barrens once we go to Ratchet, I suppose I will. But when you're close to water, like, you know, the sea, the ocean, the wave sounds are very loud. So that is the one drawback of having the settings the way I do. Ooh, herbalism. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Since I'm an herbalist now, I can... oh, there it is. I'm almost blind here. Search for herbs on my mini-map, and they come up in these little yellow dots here to help you find them. So you want to keep an eye on your mini-map pretty much at all times when you're using a gathering profession. Yeah, let's just kill him anyway. We gotta kill him for some quest items. Oh, and I got some slightly rested XP. My bar turned blue, and then after I kill this guy, you'll see it go back to purple. You gain rested XP when you're in an inn, or when you're in a major city. So, just being in Thunderbluff for a few minutes there got me a slight amount of rested XP. Oh, yep, failed. Failed to pick that really difficult flower there. So let's make our way back to the... no, not Thunderbluff. Bloodhoof. I think the next thing we will be doing is the Pale Mage... oh, no. Oh, that's him. Oh, crap. Level 9. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Wow. Did not expect that to happen. Let's see what I can do here. I don't want to burn all my mana, so I gotta heal. Ooh, I don't want that. So I stunned him to prevent him from casting that poison, and I healed. Well, I had an opportunity. Huh. This is surprisingly not as hard to kill as I thought it would be. I guess I'm more used to fighting elites, which have a gold dragon portrait, not a silver one. Skin the beautiful pink carcass. Oh, you want to fight too? Primal belt. Oh, look at that. I can actually use it. Oh, I'm going to replace Squealer's belt. Yeah, you can see there I had a small pushback. That heal wasn't very good. I used my rank 1 heal. I guess I thought it was going to heal me for more than that. I usually like to keep 2 levels of heal available at all times. Sometimes you want to heal even though you don't need the full one. So that's why I do that. But I guess our rank 1 is already pretty useless to us. I do not remember Mazzranache casting a poison. That's interesting. Hopefully there weren't any hunters that wanted to tame him. Sorry, guys. Snuck up on me. Oh, I didn't even have my weapon buff on. Amateur. Almost dead here. Uh-oh. This guy's a level 9. Oh, I probably shouldn't be fighting him. I'm only level 7. Oh crap, oh crap. Oh wow, I legit almost died. That's pretty bad. I saw another one. Was he also a level 9? Yes, he is. I'll just make sure to be at full health for this one. When you're low level, I mean, your stuff regenerates quickly, but you do not have hardly any spells to use, so in that way you kind of got to be careful. If you get into a bad situation, you don't have a lot of options to get out of it. That's particularly true being a rogue. Man, being a low-level rogue sucks, because you don't have any of your escape abilities yet. If you get into a bad situation, you're just kind of SOL. Squeeze through between these guys. No problem. So we only need one more swoop, which is nice. Let's go grab that. Oh, there he is. That's our guy. Level 7. No problem. Those stuns are pretty brutal. If you get stunned when you're trying to get off a cast of, especially like a heal, it's a bad time. Full again. I guess having the leather and the herbs doesn't help either. Actually, the herbs, oh, I definitely don't need to keep these. The leather I might. Well, the scraps I won't. The light leather I might keep. My leather worker is not that high of a level yet, so those will still be useful, I think. So let's get rid of those. Before we go do the pale mains, I actually just want to go grab that flatland cougar femur. Because we already have the other 3 items, and it is just annoying having the 3 items sitting in your inventory forever, waiting on the 4th one, so I'm actually just going to go do that one first, so I can free up some inventory space. Hopefully it won't take too long. And we'll also get some cougar claws while we're at it too, so I think I'd rather do that one first. Then we'll come back and get the pale mains. And probably be level 8 by then, depending on how many kills this takes. Got a little less than half a level to go. Plus, you've got, well, we'll have that quest to turn in, and then I also got to turn in the swoop hunting, so. We should be very close to level 8, if not hit it from that. Oh, forgot to skin the last one, didn't I? That's okay. I'm not gonna go back for it. Anyone else nearby? Yeah, there's one. There's some wolves. I'm not gonna go for them quite yet. Oh. Is he gonna come after me now? Sure is. We do need stalker claws too anyways, so not a terrible thing if we're fighting something extra. Although that is one more thing in our bags that we'll have to hang on to until we come back and finish that quest, so. Didn't get one anyways. I do seem to remember the cougar femur for some reason being the most difficult one of the 4 to drop. Although it is always the last one that I always get, so maybe that's just me psychologically thinking it's worse just because it's the last one. I'm not sure. Stay away from that swoop there. These things are vicious. I like the water effects. These are actually better than what the water effects in vanilla looked like, but I've got the graphics turned all the way up. Also, all this ground clutter, all of the like grass, and as I'm moving through it, it kind of moves out of the way. That was not in Classic back in the day, but I think it looks nice, so I keep it turned on. I'm not trying to play a purely vanilla, graphics and everything playthrough. I also wouldn't have nearly as long of a look distance. We definitely would not see Thunder Bluff back there right now if this was vanilla. So I keep everything turned up just because I like to look at it. It's one of those things that you got to remember, this was back in 2004 when vanilla came out. If our computers back then were capable of doing this much, like computers are now, it would have definitely been in the game. It was really just a hardware limitation more than anything, so I don't think it's something that you can really count against being an authentic experience or whatever. I think that's the case with a lot of the things that were true of not just WoW, but games back then, is that there were so many things that were really just due to hardware limitations. We got 4 of them in a group right here. Look at this. And hopefully one of these 4 will have my femur that I'm looking for. This guy had it. Look at that. And our 6th claw. I can't skin him either. What is up with that? It's like some quest mobs just don't let you drop their or some quest mobs that, you know, have quest items that they drop don't let you skin. I don't know why that would be, but it happened on the Planestrider back there too. I really like Tauren architecture too. Obviously very, very heavily influenced by Native American architecture with like the totem poles and the, you know, TP style buildings and all that. But I really like it. Oh, I actually didn't even mention totems also have that same Tauren totem architecture. And it's not just because I'm a Tauren. This is actually how totems look for all of the races. Orcs and trolls also have the same. Oh yeah, they got a little mark on them on one side too. They all look the same. That changed later. I don't remember. Might have been Wrath of the Lich King. I don't remember which expansion, but the rest of the races all got their own. Actually, no, it was Burning Crusade because Alliance Draenei could actually become shaman then too, so that was different. But back in vanilla, they all look like that, so just another reason that being a shaman definitely fits being a Tauren the most. My fever grows worse, and I find my mind drifting into delirious nightmares. I should have known that I wouldn't be able to handle a beast my grandfather was unable to defeat. Do you have the ingredients for the remedy? I fear if I do not clean the infection soon, it will be the death of me. Too bad I can't tell him that I just killed the guy he was talking about. Ah, thank you. Using the items you brought me, I will be able to create the remedy I need to stop the spread of the infection, and eventually cure it completely. Oh, he cast that poison. Yeah, and that's basically, I think, what the guy's talking about. Oh, wow, I never put that together before. I owe you my life in thanks, but I'll never forget that screeching call when Mazzranache came upon me, the blaze of color as its beak descended. Be wary on your travels. Yeah, that's basically what happened to me too, man. Mail or leather? We will take leather. Alright. Slowly upgrading our gear. Here's our Kodo mount vendor. These are the mounts that Tauren get to ride. These 2 guys here, when you hit level 40, you can ride one of these. And when you hit level 60, you can choose one of these 3. Also, if you become exalted with Thunderbluff as any other race, you can ride them as well. That's in reputation. I haven't mentioned yet, but you have reputation with all of the Horde factions and then lots of other factions that I'll encounter as I continue throughout the game. I'm just barely friendly with all these other guys, and I haven't even met the undead yet, so I'm still neutral with them. But that'll increase over time. Basically, you just need to, you know, do quests. Is the best way to gain reputation with other factions. who do I turn the swoop quills into? I think it's this guy, right? Yeah. Have you found the swoops? Do you have their quills? I know that gathering these quills was not an easy task. In doing this, you prove that you are a shaman of merit. It is good to have you at Bloodhoof Village. Perfect timing to hit level 8, because I'm right in the tent with my trainer. Hopefully I have enough money. 11 silver? Yeah, that should be enough. Earthshock 2. I am tempted to take this for now, just because I am using Earthshock for damage. But let's see what else I've got. Lightning Bolt 2. I'll take that for now. You gotta remember to place the new ones on your hotbar to different ranks. It's always fun to remember to, or to not remember to replace them on your hotbar, so you'll have a new rank of a spell, and then you'll go like 2 levels and you haven't been using it at all. Stoneclaw Totem. This one taunts creatures. Yes, so this is a good one in case you get into a bad spot as well. I might buy that. Let's see here. Man, lots of stuff at level 8. Lightning Shield. That's a great one. Look at that. Now I got a ball of lightning surrounding me all the time. And Rockbiter 2. Excellent.
May the eternal sun shine upon me.
Still looks the same, but
Winds guide you.
more damage. No mail, no restoration. Okay, so do I want Earthshock? Yeah, I suppose I'll take it for now.
We shall meet again.
I guess I'll stop buying that when I stop using it as a damage spell, but I don't have anything else to damage with, so I guess I'll keep using it. Same actually with Lightning Bolt. There will be a time when I won't keep buying that anymore either, but for now, I am certainly using it. Let's see. Yep, so next we will go finally get our Pale-Mane friends, but I think, yeah, right by this fire here, you can hear it crackling. This is a good time to stop for this episode, so once again, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.